Hi, I'm Michael Senoff, founder and CEO of HardToFindSeminars.com. For the last 5 years, I've interviewed the world's best business and marketing minds. Now my challenge is to build the world's largest free resource for online, downloadable audio business interviews. I've learned a lot in the last 5 years, and today I'm going to show you the skills you need to survive.
And the Saturday morning meeting was always kicked off with a Wal-Mart cheer. And Sam Walton himself would lead the Wal-Mart cheer. And you have to picture this. You got 500 people on Saturday morning, 7 o'clock, who are all enthusiastically cheering at the top of their lungs their company cheer. And I don't know how many other companies could pull that off.
Was it a long company cheer?
Well, the Wal-Mart cheer is give me a W, give me an A, give me an L, give me a squiggly, give me an M-A-R-T. What's that spell? Walmart. What's that spell? Walmart. Who's number one? And 500 people would call back the customer.
Wow. Hi, this is Michael Senoff with Michael Senoff's HardToFindSeminars.com. Walmart is the world's largest retailer, and I've secured an exclusive interview with one of the foremost experts on Walmart. His name is Michael. Michael is an international speaker, author, and writer. He's worked in Bentonville, Arkansas for Walmart as the Director of People for the headquarters office, where he worked daily with Sam Walton. Previously to Walmart, he worked for PepsiCo's Frito-Lay division in the sales organization and headquarters staff assignments. He has experience as a turnaround specialist who's participated in several business turnarounds. Has appeared on CNN, CNBC, FN, CBS, National Radio, Bloomberg TV. He is considered the authority on Walmart. The giant retailer's own public relations department has referred Bird Dog to interviewers who are interested in gaining insight into this massive company. He recently completed his second book entitled The 10 Rules of Sam Walton, Success Secrets from Remarkable Results. This 2-hour interview is going to give you an edge over your competition to show you ways to understand Walmart, to give you a competitive advantage on pricing strategies and marketing strategies in selling your product into Walmart. I hope you enjoy it. We've got a lot to listen to. Let's get going. Hey, Michael, it's Mike Senoff here.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you doing?
Terrific.
Here's what I did. I drew a picture on a white piece of paper that's sitting in front of me. It's a face, and they've kind of got like Chinese-looking eyes, and he's got tears running down his face, and it says, "Help me sell my product to Walmart." And I want to keep looking at that picture as I talk because I want to keep that manufacturer or that inventor or that distributor in other countries other than the U.S. in mind, because I know it is their dream to get their products or their services or their widgets into large mass retailers. Walmart would be an ideal one, probably in many people's minds, probably a dream of all these people to get their product into Walmart. If they could supply Walmart, the world's largest retailer, they could become rich. Now, I know you may not know all the specifics of how to do that, but if they could have some intelligence, some inside information from an insider like yourself, it may give them some tips and some things to think about, whether they even want to attempt this, whether it's possible. And so during our interview today, I'd like to get some of that intelligence from you because you are an insider with Walmart in many aspects. So I figured what better person to talk to than you. So why don't you tell me where are you from and what's your background and how did you end up working with Walmart, Michael?
Well, when I was living in Texas, I was working for PepsiCo, one of Walmart's suppliers, and I was working for the Frito-Lay division. And I was actually working out of Plano, Texas, which is in the North Dallas suburbs. And I got a call one day that Walmart was looking for a director of people for their home office in the Ozark Mountains up in Bentonville, Arkansas.
Okay, what's a director of people?
Well, people is what Walmart refers to their human resources department as. HR is people at Walmart. And Sam didn't like the term human resources. He preferred to refer to people as people. And so I was working at Frito-Lay at the time in the headquarters as a group manager of human resources, working with finance and IT professionals in Plano, Texas.
For anyone who doesn't understand what human resources is, just in a nutshell, what is the human resources department of a large company like that? What's their responsibility?
Well, in a big company like Wal-Mart, human resources is really everything related to people. It's compensation, it's benefits, it's training and development, it's recruiting, orientation, college relations, human resource information systems, all of the personnel files and everything that is the history of an employee working for a company. It could be pre-employment screening programs, including drug screening programs, hiring of temporary services for temporary laborers. In some companies, human resources encompasses payroll. So it's all of the areas that affect the people of an organization.
So that's a pretty huge position, and you had heard that Wal-Mart in the corporate office was looking for a director of that?
That's right. And so what I decided to do, I was really happy in the North Dallas suburbs. I went up to interview for the job, and to be honest with you, I went up with the idea that I was more flattered by the chance to interview with Wal-Mart than I was actually serious about taking the job if it was offered.
Did you prepare for the interview somewhat?
Yeah, I did. I did some research on the company. Frito-Lay, one of the largest suppliers to Wal-Mart, period. One of the most successful suppliers to Wal-Mart. And I guess the measurement of success is inventory turn. Snack foods, potato chips in particular, have a what we call high-velocity products. They blow off the shelves. Everybody buys snack food regularly. And so what was happening was they liked the idea of getting somebody from a supplier like Frito-Lay to work in the Wal-Mart headquarters because they really wanted to pick my brain and learn about PepsiCo.
So you flew down there, and were there other people waiting in line for the interview while you were there?
The interview was actually on a Saturday morning, so I flew in on Friday night because the Wal-Mart executives all work on Saturdays. And at 7 o'clock, they picked me up at the Quality Inn Hotel there in Bentonville, and I went into the offices and I interviewed with several of the key executives, the Chief Merchandising Officer, the Chief People Officer, which is Human Resources, the Chief Operating Officer, and the Head of Real Estate, of all things. And at the end of my interview with the COO, Sam Walton came walking into the interview and had already read my resume and was prepared to interview me.
How old were you at that time?
I guess I was 38 years old.
So Sam came walking in. Is the first time you ever laid eyes on him?
First time I ever laid eyes on him.
How old was he at that time?
He had to be, at that time, about 70.
Were you freaking out when he came in?
Oh, yeah. It was the most amazing thing. I'll tell you the story. I was sitting facing the COO, and we were in the middle of an interview question, and all of a sudden I noticed he looked over my shoulder into the doorway, so naturally I followed his glance back, and standing in the door was this old man on Saturday morning wearing coveralls. And for just a moment, I thought it was the janitor coming in to pick up the trash. I knew a split second later, this is Sam Walton. He walks in, the COO introduces me using this eloquent southern accent. He says, "Mr. Sam, this is Mike Birddog." And Sam looked at me with the strangest look on his face, and he says, "Birddog?" B-I-R-D-D-A-W-G, Birddog. And I didn't know whether that was a good thing or a bad thing to be referred to as Birddog by Sam Walton, but as it turns out, Sam was a prolific bird hunter and owned a pack of hunting dogs. So in that moment, I was instantaneously endeared to the most successful merchant in the history of the world.
Did he ask you some questions when he came in?
Yeah, he did. And one question in particular really caught me by surprise and really is indicative of his style of interviewing. Because Sam used interviews as an opportunity to learn. And he said, "Birddog, Frito-Lay. Now there's a company I have the greatest respect for. What do you think is the key to their store-door delivery systems?" And I'll never forget, at that moment, he gave me a question that I knew the answer to, and I proceeded to tell him all the inside secrets of Frito-Lay's store-door delivery system.
Hi, it's Michael Senoff with HardToFindSeminars.com. Thanks for watching this video. You know, many of my interviews last 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour, sometimes even up to 2.5 hours long. They're actual mini-seminars, and you've just listened to a short sample of just one of over 117 hours of exciting, hard-hitting, mind-blowing interviews on how to make money in direct mail, advertising, copywriting. I assure you, there is not a resource anywhere on the internet or on the planet that comes close to the free information I provide at HardToFindSeminars.com. So go right now to HardToFindSeminars.com, and you'll have free access to 117 hours of audio interviews with typed word-for-word downloadable transcripts, and downloadable MP3 files. Please browse some more of the videos or go right directly to hardtofindseminars.com. Thanks for watching.